Hello, my creative friends. My name is Heather North. You can find me on Instagram at Heather's Creative Blessings. Today is Tuesday, October 19th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 37. In my last Flosstube, I did a giveaway. Thank you for those who watched it and commented. I know it was a long video, but there was a lot to share with you. This one should be shorter. I have not yet drawn the winners for that. I do plan to draw them this week though. So if you haven't already watched that video, go watch it and leave your comment if you want to win one of the fall autumn packages that I am giving away. Don't mention giveaway in your comments. It has to be on the last video. You have to be 18, all the things. Even though I haven't drawn those, I wanted to film today because today is probably the best chance this week to get this filming done. And I wanted to do it while I'm not yet overwhelmed by all the things. I wanted a little bit shorter video. I'm wearing pink. My husband just got me this sweatshirt from his job. This is October, so that means it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, among other things. But breast cancer has touched my family and my friends, and I know many of you as well and your family and friends. And so I just wanted to give that little public service announcement and a reminder to check your girls, schedule to get squeezed if you are due for one. And early detection is so key for long-term survival rate. So the earlier we can catch that cancer, the easier it is to deal with, and the higher the survival rates are. So I care for you guys, and I want you guys to be okay and be safe. All right, so I'm done with public service announcements. Let's get to the stitching. There's a couple of things I have done. Oh, I already have the giveaways bagged up and ready to go. I just need to put labels on them with your address. Get those out of the way here. I have been working on some organization and ways to best get my WIPs closer to a finish and to touch more things more often. I am a stitcher who likes to stitch in the season, and that means that some things can get neglected, and there's some projects that I feel like I'm not getting around to starting, even though I really want to have them finished, because they're not seasonal. Especially like stitching related things. If you see me looking out the window, there is a bird in the tree right outside the window. It's just hopping around, really cute. And it keeps catching my eye. The leaves here are turning. It is so beautiful. If you've never been to the Pacific Northwest, I highly recommend you come in the fall. It will be a little bit chilly and it could be damp. Probably will be damp. It's supposed to be sunny today, but I am in the South Puget Sound and it is still pretty foggy. It's a high fog right now, but maybe by this afternoon it will clear out a little bit more. Anyways, come in the fall. It is gorgeous here. Just gorgeous. Summer is beautiful too, but excuse me, I just love the fall. I should stop recording me and record the little bird. Okay, so back to what I've been trying to do. As you know, I have been doing WIPGO, so I'm trying to find my WIPGO piece in here. Here's my WIPGO piece. I have not been very diligent. We had company this past week and last week and stayed through the weekend. And so I got a little bit of stitching done every day, but not a whole lot. And did not pull out this WIPGO, my WIPGO piece since last Wednesday, and then last night I pulled it out again. There's not very much to do on this. My goal, I only have one WIPGO piece for this month that was not completed, and that is the Snow Village. I'm looking for the picture. Oh, here we go. Snow Village by Cottage Needleworks. And my goal was just to get the banner done. Well, I had the village part just about done. I needed to fill in some of the letters, and I had the little heart banner up above. And then, I was really struggling with it and had put it away. And I pulled it out, and I told you this last time, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but just in case you missed that last long video. And I cut myself with my scissors, so sorry for the Band-Aid. Just before coming on here too. Anyways, I told you in my last video that I had discovered one of the reasons I was struggling with this fabric. It's a linen, and I didn't know at the time, but there is a proper way to start your cross stitch when you're working with linen. And it's the proper way of doing it because it is actually the easier way, and the stitches line up better. And as I explained, you've got these horizontal threads. This isn't horizontal, this is vertical. You've got vertical threads and you've got horizontal threads in the linen fabric. And when you're starting, and you're making X's in the holes in between. When you're starting your stitch, when you're starting your X, you should start on a vertical line. So your X is gonna lean against the fence instead of leaning against the railroad tracks, which is just gonna fall, okay? So if you have it going this way, it looks better, it's easier to do, and the threads tend to line up instead of kind of going really wonky. It might not make sense to you, but if you're working with linen and you try it, you'll see what I mean. So I decided to totally rip out the village and redo it. I had started the snow in the proper place, and this is where I have gotten to. I'm sorry, it's a big piece because I planned on doing all of them on this, but my goodness, this fabric, between being linen, between being opalescent, between being really soft, I think I'm gonna have to pull out a Q-snap and try working on the Q-snap. But I did get pretty far on my Snow Village. You can see the banner actually is done except for fill in with the words. Woo! So I will meet this goal by the end of this month, and as always, I'll pull out my WIPGO pieces on Wednesday. WIP's Wednesday. So this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, I should be able to get that village done, or pretty close to it. And then I might add a few more snowflakes. I might add, I added this pole kind of that the village is strung up, the banners are strung up on, and there's one on the other side, so I might add that in. The rest of the piece, once I get this, should be more fun. I'll have some different colors to work with until I get down to the snowmen. But that is my WIPGO piece for October. And I was trying to do a length of thread a night. I am no longer doing that. I'm just doing it on Wednesdays to get it to a finish. Because the other thing I told you, I like to work in season. This is not in season. It is not snowy yet. Today it is cold. A little closer to that, but it's still been, I don't know. It's fall. You got the beautiful fall colors, the foliage, the reds, the yellows, the oranges, the greens that just are so vibrant this time of year. And that's kind of where my heart is, wanting to stitch. So making myself do that. The other thing I have been working on, it comes from kind of a mashup of what Annie, the Joy-Filled Stitcher here on YouTube does. She, and she's not the only one I know, but she's the one I first heard of it from. She pulls out her WIPs on their birthday and works on them. I need to ask her how she keeps track of that, because I'm kind of struggling with it, but I'm trying to put them in my planner, but then I don't think to look at my planner for WIPs, if that makes sense. But one of the things I started doing, because I wanted to get to the point, because I think I can handle 30, 31 WIPs, especially since some of them are going to be out of season, right? So I'm not going to, the WIPs I'm working on are probably less than 10 a week, but yeah, I can get up to 30 to 31 WIPs. So I thought I'll do a different WIP for each day of the month. And then what I can do is, like today is the 19th, and you can see maybe, where's the 19th? The 19th? I don't have anything there. So I can start something new and put it in there. And I'm writing them in pencil. So as I finish them, I'm taking them, I'm erasing them, but I'm also keeping them in a little kind of an organizer. I need to get another one of these. I've got something like this. I got that, I think at Walmart, but a little bit smaller that I have them in now. It's too small. So I think I'm going to move it over to this and get another one of these for just my monthly WIPs. These are not the things I'm working on every day. Like right now I'm working on all the fall stuff, but all of my spring and my summer and my quilting room and all the other WIPs that have going on will be in that bag, organized by the date. And let me pull, I'll pull this one out. So I have these little tags that are like this. So this is the 12th. I also have, oh, it's not on here. It's on the, oh, this one. This one is the 18th. So whatever kind of tag, I just put it onto the zipper pull, and I have them lined up by the date. So at the beginning of the week, I kind of, or on the weekend, I go through and see what WIPs I'm going to be working on that week. And each day that has a date that corresponds, it doesn't have to be the month, it's just the date. So this was started on the 12th of something. I think actually this started on the 12th of October. So the 12th of each month until this is completed, I will pull this out and put in one length of thread. And I think that way I can make just a little bit of progress on everything throughout the year while still focusing and enjoying the things that I want to stitch in the moment. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm going to try this for the next few months and see if it does work well for me, carry it forward into 2022. The hardest thing for me is remembering to write things down, really, and then to look at that. So I think I'm going to start integrating my planner a little more with these WIPs, because there are so many things I want to start, and the only way I can continue to start it and finish it and not just get overwhelmed is to do it this way. The other good thing about this, so the ones I pulled out for this week, I might not show you every week, because if it's only one length of thread, it's not, I might not show you what I've been working on, but rest assured each day that I can, I will be pulling these out and working on them. Now, I had 2 WIPs on the 15th of this month, and it was a day that I was not even home. And so I didn't work on those that day. On Monday, yesterday, I pulled them out. So it was the 18th, and I finally pulled them out and did one length of thread on each of them. It doesn't have to be like set in stone, and if I miss it, I miss it. But it's a way for me to just touch it without having to concentrate too much on it. The other thing, I think I've got an ort on here. The other thing about this, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so when I pulled these things out, I noticed on 3 of the 4 things, I think, that I had birthdays or dates to work on this past week, I had mistakes, so I had to rip them out. And it was one of those things where if I'm just going to spend a little tiny bit of time on it, I can also spend that time just ripping it out. And then I've touched it and I've got it ready to go for the next time. And each time I've had enough time to then put in a length of thread, but that's all I have to do. On the Snow Village that I was showing you, a length of thread does like to the bottom of the letters on each banner. So what I have been doing is a length of thread and then pulling out another length or partial to finish off each banner so that it's done for the next time. So it's not like I have to be strict or set in stone, but it's just the idea of numbering each of my projects and pulling them out each day. And I'll let you know how that works for me. And I would love to hear how you organize your WIPs and how you rotate through them so that they all spend time with you. I have been trying this summer, but I haven't been good at it, but I've been trying to stitch on things on their birthday. So as well. So when a whole year comes around, I'll spend the day or at least 1 hour or one stitching time focusing on that WIP's birthday date. Okay, so let's get to some more stitching. What have I been stitching? There's going to be some new starts and a finish, an FFO in here. Let's just go to the beginning. Now this has the label of the 8th. But it's also a fall stitch. So I'm not going to put it into that WIP rotation just yet because I'm going to work on it each week in the fall while I still feel like stitching fall things. This was a new start though on the 8th. And this is Hey There Pumpkin by Hands On Design. So does that make sense? If it's in season or if it's something that I'm really enjoying working on, I'll keep it out. But when I'm done working on it or haven't worked on it for a week, I'll put it into that rotation wherever it goes. So this is on Color and Cotton Chickpea. I think it's one of my favorite Color and Cotton neutrals. I just love it. And I changed the colors a little bit and then kind of regret it because I kind of changed it to the color that it is on the pumpkin. But I should have done this white. This I think is Icicle or Snowflake from Weeks Dye Works. Here's all my threads. This is Icicle. Yeah, it's Icicle from Weeks Dye Works that's in the center. And you can see that that's popping a lot more. Instead of the orange on the pattern, I have switched it out with Pink Sand, which I think from Weeks Dye Works is a really pretty color. I did that first pumpkin in linen, and the linen is just close enough. Like you can see it when I could see it when I did this in the lighting that I chose, but when you just have the two strands pulled out, it's not showing up quite as much. So there's some negative space that you don't fill in. See that where the background shows through? Really, I should have just done a little bit darker. I should have gone just a little bit darker than this or changed my threads, but it's fine. I'm making it work. But there's this space here that has no stitching and you really couldn't see the pumpkin. So what I did was I pulled out Tea and Biscuits from Classic Colorworks and put them in there. I was actually going to backstitch around it, outline it, but I think it might be okay. I'm going to keep going and see how it looks as I go along. Because the Tea and Biscuits is close to this as well. I thought the Tea and Biscuits was closer to the color, but then when I did it, I don't know. There's always something with me, right? And when you change the colors, there's gonna be something. But there is my Hey There Pumpkin. I love the Quaker kind of motif, Quaker star in the center. And I love this fabric. I'll be able to get lots of uses out of this fabric for sure. I thought about getting some of the stain I've seen for that to just kind of darken it around the pumpkin, or maybe get some coffee tea dyed. I saw, oh, I can't remember their name right now, but it's a duo that does Flosstube. I can't remember their names, but she had done that on one of her pieces, just kind of used a Q-tip or something and went around the fabric in certain places to make the stitching really stand out. So I might do something like that as well. I don't know. This is another new start. I decided that it's fall. I want to stitch fall, and I've got a ton of fall, so I'm going to start all the things. So if there's an empty day here, I'm going to be filling it with fall this month. So this is, oops, sorry. Apologies. Hopefully you can't get too much from that. This is Autumn Leaves by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And this is just on an ivory 28 count Lugana that I got from Kit and Stitcher. And I stopped mid-leaf on this one. Oh, here we go. And so far, I believe I'm using the called for colors. I plan on using the called for colors unless something doesn't quite work out with the piece that I have done. Because the whatever is in here in the pumpkin, I think it's Sunkissed or something. What is that that's in there? I think this is Classic Colorworks Sunkissed. It's really close to this color, but I think it's inside of other things for the most part, so it should be just fine. Gonna pull this through and pull this out, even though I plan on working on this tonight. I'm trying not to leave my needle in the fabric where I'm gonna be stitching, because if I do forget, it can kind of get rust on there. Nobody wants that. Or I could rip out my stitches when I'm pulling it in and out of the bags. This does not have a number on it, so I need to put a number on this. Number 13. I started this on the 13th. Okay. Then, so Let Joy In. This is something that was started on the 18th of last month. I talked about this a lot in my last video. This was part of the Autumn Gathering Friendstitch put on by Cecilia Turner of Heart and Hand and the Bent Creek Ladies. And Let Joy In was started on the 18th, so I did pull this out on the 18th. But again, it's a fall stitch, so it'll stay in my fall stitch rotation. This is Let Joy In. This is the pattern. It was or is exclusive to the Autumn Gathering. I'm not sure if they will release it at some point later. Hopefully they will. This is a little sneak peek. This is one of the things being given away in my last video. Super cute. Isn't it cute? Okay. Stop looking at it, Heather. You're giving it away. You don't get to keep it. So this is the Vintage Country Mocha that was part of the optional add-on kit. I think it's 32 count. Yeah, 32 count. And I'm using the called for colors that also came in the Friendstitch box. This is truer to the correct color, but there you can see I added this border down here and I think a little more of the white on the side. I just have the leaf here to do, and then that first little motif will be done. So that is my Friendstitch progress. And next, this is a bag I made. This is, I don't think I have a picture of week 3 has already come out, but this is Autumn Beauties from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a mystery stitch along, and 3 weeks have been released. So every Friday they release a new one. So 3 of the weeks have been released so far. I still have a little bit of the border. That was week 1 to finish up. And I'm not done with week 2, and week 3 has already come out. I cannot keep up with the Fat Quarter Shop stitch alongs because it's not the only thing that I stitch. But I did put some time into this week, and I'm really, really loving this piece. I'm using the called for Classic Colorworks. Okay. Is this right? Yes. Trim it down just a little bit more. So this, let's see. A little bit wrinkly. So on the border, as you can see, I just have a little bit of that medium color blue that needs to go in there. The sunflower and the bottom's done. This is the beginning of the blackbird or the crow, and this is the handlebar of the wheelbarrow. It's just a joy to stitch. I have enjoyed this. I did work on this, this and one other thing mainly this weekend. But like I said, we had company and I, you know, did a lot of cooking. We went and did some shopping and just some different things. It was my father-in-law, and did some things to kind of celebrate my husband's birthday, which is coming up later this month. This is the August calendar crates. Yes, I know. It's October. It's okay. This is the August calendar crates. I seriously don't know how Chelsea, did I say it was from Stitching with Housewives? It's from Stitching with Housewives if I didn't. I don't know how Chelsea gets so much stitched. Wow. They are releasing patterns every week. And by patterns, I mean multiple. And here I am still plugging along. I mean, it's not the only thing I stitch, but anyways, it's fine. Just enjoy the process, right? Well, I guess I could do it. There, sorry. I'm trying to make it smaller so you can see it better, but there we go. So what did I work on? I added the window frames, the door frame, and a little bit on the house. I don't know if I've done anything else since I last showed it. I need to finish this up here, add some flowers here, do the quilt and the crate and the rest of the house. Just that. No big deal. Seems like a lot. It'll get there. All right, this is my last WIP, and then I'll show you my FFO. This is another new start because I had finished the September sampler of the month. I pulled out the October. And, oops. Oh, there we go. This is just a piece that I have coffee tea dyed myself, and I'm using the very last remnants of it. I need to do another coffee tea dye session and just some dyeing of fabric because I am really loving using the coffee tea dyed for my fall stitching. So I got the top row done. That's about it. Actually, I don't even know. This is not quite done. I've got just a little bit I need to do up there. But I did start it and got that top row done on the October. And I'm not worried about it. Giving myself a whole nother year to get all of them done. Let's see. Okay, so I have a very special gift for a very special someone, and I'm seeing that here it is. Okay. I wanted to just do a little kind of a thank you gift and for a special stitchy friend. And so my other reason for filming today is I want to mail this out today. This is from the pattern Made with Love by It's So Emma. You can find the pattern for free at Fat Quarter Shop, I believe. I think this is free. I'm not 100% sure. It's free or it's very low cost. I think it was a World Cross Stitching Day pattern. So I used this, but I used colors that I had. Okay, I gotta look. The colors I used might kind of give away who it's for. As I said before, I actually ordered another one of these because I've almost filled up the book too. I keep all of the details about each project in this. So I've got different ways that I keep track of everything, and I'm trying to write it down. It does help with my memory, but okay. So October, nope, Made with Love. So I use Gentle Arts Pomegranate, Gentle Arts Brick. Those are the hearts. I used Be Stitch Me Frozen, which is that turquoise color, and Classic Colorworks Meadow Green, which is that mint. And this is my little finish. It's on a paddle. So I did this is a whitewash board, Ada from Fabric Flair. Love it. It just had a scrap left. I put it mounted on some sticky board with another sticky board mounted with just some aqua fabric, which kind of matches my sewing room. That's how I kind of chose the colors. I've got this cute little heart charm on a safety pin and added a little ribbon. This is I think just another button company. It's a package of little buttons that I got probably when it was on sale for the flash sale at Fat Quarter Shop. And so I just thought it would be cute on there with some seam binding. And this is the same seam binding as here. So this is my little paddle. I was going to put the Lori Holt library card on the back to finish it, but it's too big for this. So I might just write my name in a marker on the back. I should probably put a label with what's on it. But anyways, this is my finish, made with love. And isn't this paddle cute? I don't know where I got it. It could have been from like Hobby Lobby, but it could also be from the grocery store. Sometimes you can find little things like this that are in either the decor or the kitchen area. So that is that. Now there's some Stitchy stash and haul to share with you. I have something I forgot to show last week. This is something I got from that local Needleworks store in Grants Pass, Oregon. And this is something I have been wanting, and I saw it sitting there and I almost picked it up, but it looked like it was the last one. And then when I went to go check out, I saw a whole row of them and I'm like, oh, it's for sale. How much is it? So this is from Uniquelee Yours in, Uniquelee Yours in Grants Pass, Oregon. She has the Bee in My Bonnet, the Lori Holt book stand in the turquoise color. I know they've released a pink one, which I like the pink too. I kind of want both, but I knew I wanted this color and think it would just be great in this room, don't you? So yeah, so I got this book stand. It's I think it's, I was gonna say it's magnetic, but it's not magnetic. I think it's metal, and so magnets can stick to it. Be a cute little display for needle minders that aren't being used. So there's that. And along with that, this is not a local Needleworks store, but if you are local to the well, to the Puget Sound, I would say Olympia, Centralia, Chehalis, Lacey, Yelm, there is a new quilt shop that opened, or fabric store. It's called Shiplap Quilts and Coffeehouse. So they've got fabric and they have home decor. They have a long arm and they have a coffee bar kind of inside. They also have seating outside, and they have donuts, and they have some gluten-free pastries as well as coffee and all that. So it's just a cute little store. They had their grand opening and I went. Everything was 10% off or 15% off. Anyways, it was great. It was at Shiplap Quilts. They have a lot of Lori Holt. So Heather, Jeanette, I don't know if you have been there yet, but if you're watching this, you all need to go check it out. They've got Lori Holt notions and fabric and everything. And so, as well as other things, they just have a ton of it was just really fun. And it's nice to have, it's in Tenino, if I didn't say that, Tenino, Washington, Tenino. And it is really close to where I live, especially taking the back roads. So I am looking forward to having some coffee days with some girlfriends and just sitting and enjoying our coffee and shopping together. And I am going to look into their long arm service. The day I went in there was the day that they first opened, and it was just crazy. And the person checking out didn't really know, it was crazy. So I need to go in when it's a little bit calmer and quieter and talk to the owners or whoever would know more about the long arm services. it would be nice if they rent it out. I don't think they do, but yeah, I've got lots of quilts that need to be quilted. I walked up to the counter and I had just been trying on, they have these sweatshirts and it was the perfect color for me. Not this one, but a different one. And so I was trying on the sweatshirt. I'd taken off my hoodie that I had worn in, and in taking them on and off, I got kind of hot there in the store. So I walked up to the counter because they didn't have my size. I asked if they had a size smaller. And I walk up and the lady who's cutting said, "Oh, I like stitching with the Housewives too." I was wearing my Stitching with the Housewives shirt. I had forgotten I would put that on in the morning. But yeah, it was cute. So it made me feel right at home right away. And they were very good, very helpful. The young man who was checking me out at the register didn't know about the quilt, the long arm, but you know, I think he was just there to help that day. But I also got this cute little bag, Cut, Sew, Repeat. They have a lot of Riley Blake products, and this is a Riley Blake bag. It has a zipper. I love this bag. I am so excited. I'm just about as excited about this free bag as I am everything else. So the fabric I got was this stitch fabric from Lori Holt. I think this would be great liner or backing for project bags. Perfect. And then because it was the grand opening and there were so many people, and because it had a coffee house opening inside at the same time, it wasn't just quilters in there. It was really hard to carry the bolts of fabric around. I didn't want to hit anybody or anything. So I got a couple of fat quarters. These, I believe, are the Chelsea's checks. Or maybe not. Nope. Anyways, they are just like the plaids. They're on the diagonal. I got it in black, and then this color here. Love it. Again, I was thinking of project bags. And just the day before, I had watched Lori Holt. You can find her on YouTube, Lori Holt. I had watched her video on making little flowers out of the yarn. So they had these cute little yarn bundles, and I got one. Little flowers. They're just super stinking cute. I thought I got two, but maybe I just got the one. I must have just got the one. This is the name of the store. You can find them on Facebook. It's the Shiplap Quilt Shop and Coffeehouse on Sussex Avenue in Tenino. Very cute. Very worth the little drive there. Yeah, so this is the chunky thread. And then when I was checking out at the register, it's a dangerous place to be, I saw these little, they're like keychains, but I thought, wouldn't they make cute, or key fobs? Wouldn't they make little, you could put them on the zipper pull, or you could put them on a floss ring. This is one of them. It is Bubble Barbles by Jen. Sorry, I guess I'm showing you the wrong way. It's a pink sewing machine. Isn't that sweet? Wrapped around with this wire. Really cute. And then this one by the same person. Oh. This is another little sewing machine, and it says, "Life is short, buy the fabric." And there's a little flower beside the sewing machine and this cute little scissors and the bow. So these are stinking cute. I think they'd be cute on my project bags. They'd also be cute just as a little bauble or something to put on a floss ring. Okay. things. This is something else I got. Oh, can you see my pumpkins? Got a couple little pumpkins up here. In my little travels, when I went down to California, on my way back, I did stop at Craft Warehouse. I got a couple of these boards. They're just wooden boards, but what I like is that it can just stand up by itself, and you can add, add your cross stitching to the back or the front. I mean, it looks good either way. Look at this. It's got a little heart knot in it. And then also this little one, it comes with a stand. Sorry for this paper. They've got things like this. And you can also shop online, craftwarehouse.com, I think. This is really cute. It reminds me of the anchor thing that I have back there, but wouldn't this be good for the sampler of the month? And it's shaped like a tag. Super cute. I was thinking of this for sampler of the month too, although you'd have to change how it's hung. Oops. I'm gonna make a huge mess here if I don't slow down. Okay. And this, I mean, I don't know why this struck me as so stinking cute, but it's chicken wire. There we go. It's chicken wire. Be really probably easy to do yourself, but it's already done. So I liked that too. And again, I thought this would be really cute with a cross stitch in there, and then you could put some fall leaves in. So I'm just trying to think ahead. I do have some 2 or 3 fall finished pieces from last year that I still have not FFO'd. So I need to get on that. And then they had these beads on sale. So the wooden beads. And then I really like these to just finish some cross stitch finishing. And some ads and stuff. So I'll hold this up for you. This is Craft Warehouse. Yeah, just some really great finishing pieces, and I think their things go on sale quite often, kind of like Hobby Lobby does. So watch out for the sales. I actually asked them, I thought I had signed up for their newsletter, but I didn't. So I asked them to sign me up for the newsletter again. This is in, I want to say it's Vancouver. Yeah, it's Vancouver, Washington. So it's close to, it's probably 70 miles from me or so. I don't know. It's over an hour away, but worth the trip. Okay, my last bit of haul came in this cute box from Back Order Shop. Okay, there's a lot of patterns in here. That's going to be the main thing. So I'll start with, I've been wanting to do this since I saw Kimberly do it on her Flosstube, and that is Home. It was on flash sale, I believe. And it was on flash sale, so I put it in my cart, and then I forgot to hit order. This one, I think it just came out recently. I'm not seeing on here for sure, but it is called Follow Your Heart by Silver Creek Samplers, and it says follow your heart but take your stitching with you. So I got the threads for it too, I believe. I'm going to kit this up, and then although I probably will change the colors of the thread, but I am going to kit that up and have that as my travel project because I think that's just awesome. These are the new floss drops from Bee in My Bonnet, Lori Holt. And they're shaped kind of like an egg. You can write on the back of them, but I thought this would be another good floss drop for my fall stitching. Here's a bunch of threads to go with the fall stitching. And then I need to take that out. I got another little pair of scissors because I am finding that I am stitching in more than one place and I need scissors. Been talking too long. Scissors in each of my project bags or each of my rooms that I stitch in. I did order another one of these because I've almost filled up my second one. This is Pumpkin Pickin'. And I keep, from Annie B's folk art, I keep seeing this, I keep wanting it, and then I take it out of my cart, and I put it in my cart, take it out of my cart, put it in my cart, take it out of my cart. These are the floss colors that go mostly with this. Isn't that cute? So that's on the list. And then this, these. I love this. They stitch, so Stitch, it's just called Stitch from Shepherd's Bush. And they stitched it on one of the project bags that It's So Emma put out, which I love that idea. But also look at this cute little scissor fob and little stitch pillow. I just think it's so sweet. I just love it. So I had to notify me when it's in stock. And then I got 2 Blackbird designs. This I had not heard of before. Well, actually, it was just recently after Barb passed away that they were talking about on one of the Facebook groups, what's your favorite Blackbird Designs pattern. And someone put Violet's Blue, and I looked it up. My grandmother's name was Violet. And so it has a very special place in my heart. When I saw that, I go, oh, I want that. And so I started doing a search for Violet's Blue. And it's, when I was on my way to California, I saw that it had come in stock. They were re-releasing it. So I got Violet's Blue by Blackbird Designs. I love this house. Now I have heard that the colors have changed. So I ordered the colors. I think I ordered the colors to go along with this, but I will be charting it to match and make sure that the purples, because I didn't see any of the colors looking purple like that. So I'll probably adapt it a little bit to have it more match the colors in the violet and in the house. But that's Violet's Blue. And I'm so glad they re-released it because I was not having much success finding it, of course, because, you know, becomes in high demand. And this is the other one. I just love this. This is Honeysuckle Manor. I love this house. I love the one on the back here. And I haven't even looked through this. This just came yesterday. Oh, you know what? I was looking for summer house pincushion. It's in this book. I just saw somebody finish this. I think it was on Instagram. And I loved it. And so I went searching for it. I actually have it. Well, I didn't have it at the time, but like I said, I haven't even looked through this book. But yay, summer house. I definitely want to do that. It turned out so cute. And they used the called for colors. So I will be doing that as well. Might not finish it that way. I don't know. And then there's 2 more things. This is the 2022 Needleworks Enthusiast Book of Days. If you watch a bunch of Flosstubers, you've probably seen a lot of them using this Book of Days by Needlework Press and adding stickers and all that. I love stickers. I mean, that goes back to my scrapbooking days for sure. One of the things I really like is this little motif they have in here. So my plan for this, I've been thinking about it. I mean, I've been trying to get one even this year, and they were all sold out, and this is what I've been doing in my regular planner. On the side here, I plan on writing down each of my new starts with those dates so that it'll be easy to then go the next year and find their birthdays. That'll be one of the things. I wanted to do, I wanted to write down in each space what I work on, but I often work on even 2 or 3 things in a single day, depending. And there's not a lot of room, and I write too big. So I'm still debating on that, thinking about it. Oh, look at this. Sweet little heart. I haven't looked through it yet either. Just what I've seen other floss tubers. Oh, there's charts in the back. Sorry. I'm gonna have fun. After I get off here, I'm gonna look through my books here and enjoy just a little time. Maybe I'll make some hot tea with lemon. Sounds good. Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So what I might do is, you know how I was saying that each month I go through here and pull out the cross stitches on the day. So if I started on the 2nd of each month, I'll pull that out. So that might be something I do each month, is just in here, write down the days that things have a birthday for sure, but also just have a birth day. That might be confusing, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with that. It'll definitely be a cross stitch planner. I've also seen people kind of just do it at the end of the week, and they put the stickers and they put write down what they've been working on or finishes and things. So that's a possibility too. The last thing, and this was a freebie because I think it was limited editions. I'm sure they've sold out, but maybe not. Fat Quarter Shop, when you spend $50, you get this little bag for free. So this also came in there. Pumpkin spice. I mean, isn't that cute? I mean, orange isn't really my color, but that's really cute. So, cute little freebie bag. I mean, you can get me with free. Fat Quarter Shop gets me with the free shipping, because I do. I put things in my cart, and then when I'm ready to pull the trigger, I can, because it's in there, and I can then get free shipping, if at all possible. Not all the time. Sometimes they'll have something that's something I need as far as floss and things right away, and I might not wait for that, but I do like the free shipping, and I know some of you do too, because you've commented. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I mean, I'm getting close to an hour, you guys. Hope you had fun stitching on something. Let me know down below what you've been stitching on. I love hearing what you guys have been stitching on, and I usually go look it up if I don't already know what it is or already have it. And if you haven't already watched my last video, go watch that for your chance, and comment for your chance to win one of those autumn bundles. Also, one more reminder, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Check the girls. Make sure that you don't find anything, and also get those yearly checkups done. I know. Nobody wants to do it, but the earlier we can detect it, the easier it is to kick it to the curb. And believe me, I want you to survive. You want you to survive. I want me to survive, but more importantly, I want all my sisters and friends. I don't have any actual sisters. I have sister-in-laws, but I consider my close friends my sisters. I want us all to just be healthy, and yeah, so check the girls. I will get to enjoying my new books to look through and all my autumn stitching. I've got a new project to start today and a new project to start tomorrow, and I'll be back hopefully next week with the giveaway winners, with the new things I've been stitching on, and maybe I'll have a finish. I don't know. That's not really my focus right now. I think my focus for October is more starting things in between all the other stuff going on. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.